Hello there, first grade authors. It's Mrs. Davis here with your writing lesson for today, Wednesday, March 3rd, our Wacky Wednesday. Miss Davis has her wacky socks on and a silly bee costume, just because being wacky. All right, my friends, so we have talked about the mentor text of The Kissing Hand this week, and I noticed that the author of this story, The Kissing Hand, chose to have a happy ending at the end of the book. They had Chester feeling happy about going to school, feeling better about how he has his mom's love with him in his kissing hand. As an author, you get to choose what kind of ending you want your story to have. You have some options for how you can make your story come to an end. One of them is for there to be a surprise, something exciting happening at the end that your reader might not be expecting would be a surprise ending. A happy ending, like we had in The Kissing Hand, well, that's when everything just works out all right and everybody is feeling happy at the end of the story. Or maybe a lesson at the end of your story. When we've read our fables and fairy tales, the characters would often learn a lesson that we could go on and use in our own lives as the readers. So for today, I worked on my first draft of my story using my beginning, middle, and end. And I want you to think about what kind of ending I have chosen to use in my story. Here, let me begin reading my story to you. It's called Where's Molly? One day, my mom came over for dinner, and after we ate, I realized I hadn't seen my dog Molly. My heart raced as I looked all over the house. My mom helped me check in each room and the backyard. "Oh no, Molly is lost," I cried. "Don't worry, we will find her," my mom said as she sat down next to me on my bed. Suddenly, the bed began to move and a wet black nose appeared from under the blankets. It was Molly. She had been sleeping the whole time. Silly dog. She was there the whole time. Miss Davis had a surprise ending in my story. I didn't want the reader to know where Molly was going to be found. And then at the very end of the story is when I revealed the big surprise, under the blanket sleeping. So I had used a surprise ending for my first draft that Molly was asleep in bed under the covers. But there are other ways I could choose to end my story because I'm the author. Maybe I want to have a happy ending for my story. So maybe if I have my mom find Molly, I said, my mom found Molly by pouring her dog food into her bowl. Oh, when Molly hears her food in her bowl, she tends to come running. That would be a happy ending, not really surprising, not too exciting, but a happy ending to my story. Or maybe there's a lesson learned, like if Molly was outside the front door because the gate had been left open. Oh my goodness. And now I make sure to be safe and responsible and make sure the gate is closed. That's a good lesson to learn, right? Taking good care of our pets. So today, authors, I would like for you to think about what kind of ending you might want your story to have. You don't have to write your first draft yet, like Miss Davis, but I would like for you to plan out your different endings. So generating 3 different endings, a surprise ending, a happy ending, and a lesson ending to your story. Remember, use your story outline planner with the beginning, middle, end, and focusing on the end of your story. Just like Miss Davis did on her example, I would like for you to write 1 or 2 sentences for each example. So for your surprise ending, how will your story end? For a happy ending, how would your story end? And if a lesson is learned, how would your story end? All right, writers, have a great day, and Miss Davis will see you all tomorrow.